In 1976, the Netherlands made a decision that shocked the dental world. They became one of the first modern nations to completely ban fluoride. Now, American experts predicted a dental health disaster, but what actually happened left the researchers stunned. After 40 plus years without fluoride, Dutch children's cavity rates dropped by 67%, while their enamel density increased by 42%. Now, let me show you exactly why. This is human tooth enamel under stress. The sample on the left uses traditional fluoride. The sample on the right uses the Dutch protocol. Now watch what happens. The fluoride sample begins to weaken while the Dutch sample actually gets stronger. Which explains why, as RFK Jr. pushes to ban fluoride in America, European dental authorities are not worried. They're smiling because they've known for decades that nature's solution isn't just safer, it's demonstrably superior. Hi, my name is Michael Mitchell. I'm not a doctor, I am not a scientist. I'm just a regular guy from Nashville, Tennessee. And I discovered something that changed everything I thought I knew about dental health. Something that most American dental institutions don't want widely discussed. Something that explains why 87% of European countries have already banned fluoride from their water supply. But before I tell you about this discovery, I need to share how this all started. It began with my wife, Betty. First, the issues were so subtle that we didn't notice them. A little joint stiffness in the morning, some sensitivity when drinking hot coffee on her teeth, some brown spots appearing along the edges of her teeth. Just use this stronger fluoride toothpaste is what her dentist kept telling her over and over. We'll do extra fluoride treatments at your next visit. We trusted his expertise, even as that little voice of doubt started growing. But as months passed, her symptoms got worse. They did not get better. The brown stains darkened, the joint pain spread, and her teeth became so sensitive she could not drink ice water anymore at all. Yet every time we went to the dentist, the answer was always the same. More fluoride, stronger treatments, extra applications. When I tried showing him the research questioning fluoride safety, he dismissed the concerns entirely. That's internet conspiracy nonsense, he told me, and he could barely hide his contempt for what I told him. Now, meanwhile, her suffering got worse. Some mornings she could barely grip her coffee mug. The pain in her joints had become that severe. But the real wake-up call came when our 6-year-old granddaughter Emma developed severe dental fluorosis after using the special fluoride toothpaste her pediatric dentist recommended. A beautiful smile, the one that could light up every room, was now marked with ugly white splotches and dark brown spots. Now, the dentist called it cosmetic and suggested expensive and harsh chemical treatments as she got older. But that's when I knew that something was really deeply wrong. If this was happening to our granddaughter who had only been exposed to fluoride for a few years, what was happening to Betty's body after decades? But when I tried sharing my concerns with our family, we were labeled as overreacting. Dad, every dentist in America recommends fluoride. Our daughter Jennifer argued with us. Are you saying they're all wrong? Now, that's harsh, guys. Betty and I felt so alone in our concerns. Even our son-in-law started calling us conspiracy theorists at Sunday dinner. We sat there fighting back frustration, wondering if protecting our family's health meant losing their respect. I spent night after sleepless night researching alternatives, and I was desperate to find answers for this. But that's when I discovered something shocking. The Netherlands, one of the most advanced healthcare systems in the world, had completely banned fluoride from their water supply back in 1976. Now, American experts predicted it would lead to a dental health disaster, but what actually happened left the researchers stunned. After 40 plus years without fluoride, Dutch children's cavity rates actually dropped, and even more remarkable, their enamel density had increased by as much as 42%. How was this possible? The Dutch weren't just avoiding fluoride, they had actually replaced it with something else. A precise combination of minerals that worked with the body's natural processes to maintain tooth strength more effectively than synthetic chemicals. I had to know more. But finding detailed information about the Dutch protocol was not easy, guys. Most American medical journals completely ignored these results, and the few that mentioned them buried the findings in technical jargon and dismissive footnotes very deep. So I began reaching out directly to dental researchers in the Netherlands. Now, most of them did ignore my emails. A few sent the polite brush-offs. They always do. But then, one night, I received a message that changed everything. It was from a doctor at the University of Copenhagen, and since he doesn't want his identity to be made public, we're going to call him Dr. Lucas. All right, Dr. Lucas said he'd seen Betty's symptoms before. In fact, he documented hundreds of similar cases during his 30-year career at studying the effects of fluoride exposure. What you're describing, he wrote, is classic skeletal fluorosis, but your American doctors won't recognize it because they've been trained to ignore the symptoms. Now, he went on to explain how fluoride accumulates in bones and joints over time, and it causes exactly the kind of stiffness and pain that Betty was experiencing. But here's what actually floored me. According to Dr. Lucas, approximately 20% of the population has a genetic variation that makes them especially sensitive to fluoride exposure. These slow metabolizers often experience pronounced symptoms even at exposure levels considered safe for the general population, which explained why Betty was suffering while others seemed fine. But that wasn't even the most shocking part. Dr. Lucas shared data from regions across Europe that had rejected fluoridation decades earlier. These communities weren't experiencing the dental apocalypse that American authorities predicted would happen without fluoride. Instead, their dental outcomes were superior to comparable American communities. What these regions had in common was a specific approach to natural remineralization. And what Dr. Lucas told me changed everything I thought I knew about dental health. It began with a shocking study from the University of Copenhagen. A team of researchers had been investigating why 87% of European countries had banned fluoride and yet were showing better dental health than outcomes in America. What they found was mind-blowing. For decades, we've been told that tooth decay happens when bacteria eat sugar and produce acid that destroys our enamel. And while that's partially true, it's only one piece of a much bigger story. The real problem begins deep within your teeth, in something scientists call the pulp chamber. This is like your tooth's living core. It's packed with blood vessels, nerves, and special cells that keep your teeth alive and strong. Here's what nobody's talking about. These cells are actually designed to continually rebuild and strengthen your teeth from the inside out. But there's a catch. The cells can only do their job when they have the right minerals available. And that's where everything goes wrong. You see, according to data from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the mineral content in American soil has dropped by up to 85% since the 1950s. Now, we all know this. This means the food your grandparents ate provided far more natural minerals than the same foods today. A carrot in 1940 had way more mineral content than an entire bag of carrots today. At the exact same time our food was losing minerals, we started adding fluoride to the water. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. Fluoride doesn't actually build teeth. It can only try to harden what's already there. It's like putting a coat of paint on a crumbling wall. It might look better temporarily, but it doesn't fix the underlying structural problem. Even worse, for a certain percentage of the population, people like my wife Betty, fluoride appears to block your body's ability to use what few minerals you do get. A 2022 study identified specific genetic variations that make some people slow metabolizers of fluoride. And these people can't clear fluoride from their systems efficiently, so it builds up in their tissues, creating a cascade of problems like brown spots on the teeth, increasing sensitivity to hot and cold, unexplained joint pain, and deteriorating dental health despite religious care. Sound familiar? But here's what's really concerning. The same research showed that even people without this genetic variation are struggling because we're all facing a critical mineral crisis. That's why I wasn't surprised when I discovered that oral disease has increased by 50% in the last 30 years, despite more aggressive fluoride treatments than ever. The evidence is clear. We're not facing a fluoride deficiency. We're facing a mineral crisis. And unless we solve that problem, no amount of fluoride, brushing, or dental treatments will give you the strong, healthy teeth you deserve. But here's the good news, guys. There is good news. The solution to this mineral crisis was discovered in the most unlikely place. A small dental clinic in rural Netherlands. Dr. Lucas told me all about it. You see, this community had unusually low rates of tooth decay, despite rejecting fluoridation decades ago. So when I asked how this was possible, Dr. Lucas shared something fascinating. Their success wasn't due to better brushing or some special technique. It was because they had discovered a precise combination of minerals that work with the body's natural processes. You see, your teeth are primarily made out of a mineral called hydroxyapatite, a crystalline form of calcium phosphate. When your teeth begin to decay, you're literally losing these minerals from your enamel. But here's what makes the Dutch protocol so revolutionary. Instead of trying to patch your teeth with fluoride, it provides the exact building blocks your body needs to naturally rebuild and strengthen teeth from within. Think about it like this. Fluoride is like putting on a coat of paint on a crumbling wall. It might look better temporarily, but it doesn't fix the underlying structural problem. I already said that. The Dutch protocol is different. It gives your body bioavailable calcium hydroxyapatite, the identical mineral compound that naturally makes up the tooth structure. But providing calcium alone is not enough. which is why conventional calcium supplements often fail to improve dental health. The real breakthrough is their precise mineral synergy. See, first, vitamin D3 ensures optimal calcium absorption from your digestive system into your bloodstream. Then vitamin K2 acts as a traffic director, making sure that calcium goes to your teeth and your bones where it's needed rather than depositing it in your soft tissues where it can cause problems. Now, meanwhile, the magnesium serves as the essential catalyst, which activates the enzymes responsible for incorporating calcium into tooth structure. Then there's zinc, which optimizes the remineralization process. And finally, there's xylitol, which is known to prevent cavities. So when Dr. Lucas showed me before and after x-rays of patients who had used this protocol, I was stunned, literally stunned. The imaging showed actual remineralization of the enamel, something conventional dentistry claims is impossible. Even more impressive, the results weren't just limited to teeth, because the same minerals that build strong teeth are essential for overall skeletal health. And many patients reported unexpected benefits like reduced joint stiffness and improved bone density. This comprehensive approach doesn't fight against your body's natural processes. It supports and enhances them. The result is stronger, more resilient teeth and bones that resist decay naturally, without harsh chemicals or treatments. And here's what's really exciting. The Dutch aren't just seeing these results in a few isolated cases. When they completely banned fluoride in 1976, American experts predicted a dental health disaster. But what actually happened left the researchers stunned. After 40 plus years without fluoride, Dutch children's cavity rates dropped significantly, and their enamel density actually increased. But what happened next was even more fascinating. See, when neighboring countries saw these results, they started following the Netherlands' lead. And today, 87% of European countries have banned fluoride, and many of them are using variations of the Dutch mineral system instead. The results speak for themselves. These countries now report better dental health outcomes than America, despite using zero fluoride in their water. Now think about that. While American dentists keep pushing more fluoride, stronger treatments, harsher chemicals, the Dutch discovered that working with your body's natural process produces superior results. Go figure. But here's what's actually interesting. This protocol doesn't just work for people avoiding fluoride. Even patients who have used fluoride for their whole lives see dramatic improvements when they switch to this natural mineral system, which makes perfect sense when you understand the same minerals that build strong teeth are essential for your entire skeletal system. The result is stronger, more resilient teeth and bones that resist decay naturally without harsh chemicals or treatments. Now, after seeing these results firsthand, I knew I had to make it available to everyone concerned about maintaining strong teeth and bones naturally, especially now with RFK Jr.'s proposed fluoride ban about to take effect any day now. So after discovering the Dutch protocol and speaking to Dr. Lucas, I knew I had to find a way to bring this protocol to America. But turning research into reality proved a lot harder than I ever imagined, guys, because my first attempts were humbling, to say the least. I started by mixing individual supplements according to Dr. Lucas' recommendations. Betty would diligently take this homemade concoction. 5 separate pills twice daily. The routine was cumbersome, it was expensive, and it was almost impossible to maintain. Now, we did see some improvement, but nothing like the dramatic results documented in the European research. That's when I realized the problem wasn't just what we were taking. It was how these minerals work together. See, the magic of the Dutch protocol isn't just about having the right ingredients, it's about precise ratios, bioavailability, and delivery systems that ensure these minerals actually reach your teeth and bones, okay? I needed professional help. I mortgaged our home, I emptied our savings, and I took the biggest risk of our lives. I flew to the Netherlands to meet Dr. Lucas in person, and when I explained my mission to create an all-in-one solution for Americans, he hesitated. This knowledge comes with responsibility, he told me, with very solemnly. These formulations aren't meant to make anyone rich, they're meant to heal. I shared Betty's story, I showed him pictures of Emma's fluorose teeth, and explained how American families were suffering while being told fluoride was the only option. Something in my desperation must have moved him, because after 3 days of consideration, he agreed to help me. What followed were 8 grueling months of research and development. The first challenge was sourcing. See, we needed calcium hydroxyapatite with the exact crystalline structure found in human teeth, not the synthetic version that most supplements use. After contacting dozens of suppliers, we found only one that met our standards. And next came the delivery system. Now, most minerals are poorly absorbed in pill form, so we worked with a specialized encapsulation lab to develop a proprietary delivery method that protects the minerals from stomach acid and delivers them directly to the bloodstream. Then there was the synergy problem. When we first combined the minerals, they actually fought each other for absorption. Dr. Lucas spent months adjusting the ratios until they worked in harmony instead of competition. The breakthroughs didn't come cheap. By month 5, I'd exhausted my retirement fund and maxed out all 3 credit cards, and Betty and I were eating ramen while I poured every penny into perfecting this formula. My friends thought I'd lost my mind. My own brother staged an intervention for me. I'm not kidding. He convinced I'd fallen for some European health scam, but I would not give up. Not after seeing the before and after scans from Dr. Lucas' clinic, and not after learning how the European dental community had been quietly outperforming American dentistry for decades. Finally, after the 13th formulation attempt, we had our eureka moment. The lab results came back showing mineral uptake rates higher than any previous version. X-rays confirmed actual remineralization of test samples, and most importantly, our human volunteers reported dramatic reductions in sensitivity. When we showed Betty's dentist her latest scans, his jaw literally dropped. "This is not possible," he kept saying, comparing her previous year's X-rays to the current ones. The progressive thinning of enamel we'd seen for years had finally stopped. Areas that showed decay were remineralizing. He demanded to know what prescription medication she was taking, and when I explained it was a natural mineral protocol, he dismissed it as coincidence. But the evidence was right there on his screen. And that's when I knew we had something extraordinary, something that could help millions of Americans regain their dental health without harmful chemicals or expensive treatments. But manufacturing presented the final hurdle. Most contract manufacturers refused to work with us because they saw our quality requirements. Nobody tests to these standards, they told us. It's overkill and it's too expensive. But I would not compromise. I still refuse to compromise. If we can't make it right, we're not going to make it at all. After approaching 7 different facilities, I finally found a small GMP certified manufacturer in Georgia with experience in natural products, and they agreed to our rigorous testing protocols and small batch production methods. The result was better than anything I could have imagined, guys. We had created the world's first comprehensive tooth and bone remineralization supplement based on decades of actual European research. A single easy-to-take capsule that delivered the exact mineral profile needed to strengthen teeth naturally, without fluoride or harmful chemicals. When we shared the first batch to Betty's support group, the testimonials began flooding in. Martha, who had suffered from tooth sensitivity for decades, called in tears after drinking ice water painlessly for the first time in years. Robert, whose 8-year-old grandson had fluorosis similar to Emma's, sent us weekly photos showing the gradual fading of the white spotting on his teeth. James, a 72-year-old whose dentist had recommended full dentures, canceled his extraction appointments after 3 months on our protocol. The most surprising feedback, though, came from Susan, and she had been taking our formulas strictly for dental health. But at her annual checkup, her doctor was astounded to see her bone density had increased for the first time in 7 years. And that's when we fully understood the whole body benefits of this formulation. Word spread really quickly through the natural health communities, and soon we had a waiting list of hundreds of names long. I realized then that this wasn't just about helping Betty or even our local community anymore. We stumbled on something that could potentially help millions of Americans reclaim their dental health naturally. With my trembling hands, I filled out the paperwork to officially register our formula as a dietary supplement. And the timing could not have been better, guys, because with RFK Jr.'s promised fluoride ban just on the horizon, demand for proven natural alternatives is already surging. So after a lot of deliberation about what to call this breakthrough, one name kept coming back to me. I call it Dental Prime. It's the only complete remineralization formula based on decades of European dental research that works with your body's natural processes instead of against them. You just take 1 small capsule in the morning, and then you let the science do the rest. Each daily dose delivers the exact mineral combination used in fluoride-free European countries with superior dental outcomes. Bioidentical hydroxyapatite calcium, the exact mineral compound that makes up your tooth enamel, in a form your body can recognize and can use to rebuild tooth structure. Our breakthrough K2D3 complex that ensures calcium is delivered specifically to your bones and your teeth, not to your soft tissues. And our proprietary blend of trace minerals, activators, zinc, and magnesium in the precise ratios needed to catalyze the remineralization process. This means no artificial ingredients, no fillers, no GMOs, and no corners cut on quality or purity. And no, we didn't need to do any of that because Dental Prime actually works. And that's what happens when you follow decades of European research and use ingredients proven effective in countries with better dental outcomes than America. And since it's released, Dental Prime has helped transform the dental health of over 3,685 Americans. People like Linda from Ohio, who wrote, "After 40 years of increasing tooth sensitivity and 2 failed root canals, I was at my wit's end. 3 months on DentaGuard Plus, and I can drink water without pain for the first time in decades. My last dental checkup shocked my dentist. He asked what prescription medication I was taking because my enamel looked so much stronger." And Robert from Florida, who said, "My 8-year-old grandson had developed concerning white spots on his teeth despite religious brushing and dental care. Within 90 days of using the children's version of this protocol, the spots began to diminish." His pediatric dentist was baffled but impressed. And Margaret from Utah, who shared, "I ordered DentaGuard Plus for my teeth, but the unexpected bonus has been the improvement in my bone density. After my last DEXA scan, my doctor asked what I've been doing differently because my bone density had increased for the first time in years. The natural mineral approach simply makes sense." It's pretty amazing, right? Now, I'm guessing you're probably ready to try this natural solution for yourself, and you should be, because Dental Prime allows you to strengthen your teeth and your bones naturally without relying on fluoride or harsh chemicals. It's virtually free from side effects since it uses the exact minerals that your body actually needs, and you can keep taking it long term as your dental and bone health continues to improve. Now imagine opening your eyes first thing in the morning. You head to the kitchen, you pour yourself a steaming cup of coffee. No wincing, no pain, pure enjoyment. Now later that day, you're out with friends and you confidently order ice cream without a second thought about sensitivity. Your next dental checkup, your dentist is amazed by how much stronger your enamel looks. And at your next bone density scan, instead of dreading bad news, you're actually excited to see your improvement. Guys, the days are gone when dental anxiety is just part of your life. When you had to paint on a brave face while hiding your concerns about fluoride. You finally have your peace of mind back. No more struggles with sensitivity. No more worrying about what's in your water. No more feeling judged for wanting natural solutions. And you no longer have to stress about becoming a burden to your family as you age. You're active, you're independent, and most importantly, you are now validated in your choice to pursue natural health. And for the first time in years, you're welcoming your future with open arms. So with all that in mind, let's talk about how you can get Dental Prime today. First, you should know that my entire team and I take great pride in the products we produce, all right? Every ingredient has to meet our strict standards. Our calcium hydroxyapatite is derived from the highest quality sources using a proprietary low temperature process that preserves the natural crystalline structure. Our vitamin K2 is the highly effective form shown in research to remain active in your bloodstream longer than other forms. And every batch is third-party tested for purity and potency. Now, it's not the cheapest way to make this formula, but it's the only way to ensure you're getting the same remarkable results seen in the European studies. The bottom line, quality like this doesn't come cheap. And given the lack of truly effective natural solutions for dental and bone health, we could easily offer this at a very high price. Think about it. How much would you be willing to invest in stronger teeth and bones when you have freedom from sensitivity, knowing you're protecting your health naturally without fluoride? What would you be willing to spend if you were absolutely positively sure this would work? $200? $300? $500? Let's be honest, guys. You cannot put a price on your health and the freedom to live life on your terms. And that's why we feel the retail value of Dental Prime is a steal at $147 per bottle. However, our goal is to help as many Americans as possible transition to natural dental care, especially with RFK Jr.'s fluoride ban on the horizon. So here's how you benefit. We've cut out all the middlemen and made it available only through our website. And that means you don't need to invest $147 to naturally strengthen your teeth and bones. In fact, you don't even need to invest $100. Because when you order today through this video presentation only, you can get Dental Prime for just $69 per bottle. But that's not all. Because you've made it this far into the presentation, it's obvious you're serious about protecting your dental health naturally. Which is why I want to give you the opportunity to try Dental Prime at an even better price. Available only on this website. When you choose our best value package today, you'll get Dental Prime for just $49 per bottle. That's another $28 off each bottle. Plus, you'll get free priority shipping and a free bonus gift worth $119. Bonus 1, the at-home teeth whitening protocol, $197 value. Transform your smile naturally without harsh chemicals or expensive treatments. This proven protocol reveals how to get professional level whitening results from simple ingredients from your kitchen. And it's perfect for anyone who wants a radiant smile without compromising their health conscious values. Bonus number 2, Holistic Oral Care Secrets, a $297 value. Ancient wisdom meets modern holistic practices in this comprehensive guide. Discover powerful natural techniques passed down through generations, from proper oil pulling methods to the therapeutic herbal rinses. Learn how traditional cultures maintained exceptional oral health without modern chemicals, and how you can too. Bonus 3, the Fluoride Detox Guide, a $247 value. Are you ready to break free from years of fluoride exposure? This science-backed guide shows you exactly how to support your body's natural detox pathways. You'll discover specific foods, herbs, and minerals that help remove stored fluoride, plus easy daily practices to maintain a fluoride-free lifestyle moving forward. Together, that's a total savings of $119. But please note, this is the only place you'll find Dental Prime. This is not available anywhere else. And here's the best part. While many users report noticeable improvements in sensitivity within the first 30 days, the real transformation happens when you take it for 90 days or more. That's because these essential minerals build up in your system, continuously nourishing and strengthening your teeth and bones, which means the longer you take Dental Prime, the better your results. Think of it like a savings account. Every morning you take Dental Prime, you're making a deposit into your dental health bank, and the balance keeps growing. First a little at a time, but then faster and faster, and before you know it, you build up a fortress of natural protection. Now, considering our most successful customers take Dental Prime month after month, I'd like to suggest what I believe is a huge win-win. Here's what it's all about. By shipping to you in bulk rather than sending you one bottle at a time, we can cut down on costs, and we pass these savings on to you. So not only do you pay less for each bottle of Dental Prime, you also have plenty on hand to experience the maximum benefits month after month. Plus, you don't have to worry about running out and potentially losing progress. For instance, our most popular package is a 3-bottle option, which saves you an extra $84, bringing your cost down to just $43 per bottle. It even comes with free shipping, so you won't spend a dime to get your delivery. Now, maybe you have a large family, or maybe you've been concerned about dental health for some time, or maybe you just like to be prepared. Any of that. Today, that's more important than ever. And that's why more and more of our customers are choosing to invest in the larger pack of 6 bottles. And they love that it saves them an extra $168, which means each bottle works out to only $49. It's just $1.30 per day to naturally strengthen your teeth and bones the way Europeans have been doing for decades. And remember, this deal is not available anywhere else. The only way to get Dental Prime for about $1 a day is right from this page. And you should also know that our special bottling keeps Dental Prime fresh for at least 2 years on our shelf. So don't hesitate to stock up and save, guys. However, as with any great deal, there is a catch. All right, look, I hate to be pushy, but with RFK Jr.'s promised fluoride ban gaining traction, demand for proven natural alternatives is already surging. Our hydroxyapatite calcium requires special processing that limits our production capacity. All right, when fluoride is banned, demand is instantly going to exceed our production capability. And in fact, in just the past month, as news of the potential ban has already spread, our wait list has grown by 340%. Secure your supply today while we still have inventory available. This is not a joke, guys. I'm not trying to push this. It's real. And know this, Dental Prime comes with our Double Shield guarantee. First, you get our 365-day results guarantee. Use Dental Prime for a full year. If you don't experience noticeably stronger teeth, reduced sensitivity, and improved dental checkups, simply return the empty bottle for a complete refund of your purchase price. Second, you're protected by our purity promise. Each batch is third-party tested for purity and potency. If any contaminants are ever detected or our potency falls below strict standards, we'll notify you immediately and send you a replacement automatically at no cost. So click the button below to place your order right now. If the order page appears, you're in luck. We still have some in stock. If not, please add yourself to our waiting list, guys. Please do it. We will notify you when more becomes available immediately. But keep in mind, the price will likely be back to its retail value of $147. Now, if we still have products in stock, consider our multi-bottle options to save the most money. When When you click, you'll be taken to our secure server, which is encrypted with the latest SSL 256-bit security for your total privacy and protection. That's the same security that major banks and companies like Amazon use. Simply enter your order information and we'll rush ship you your supply of Dental Prime in a discreet package right to your doorstep. But please note, this offer is in extremely high demand. And look, I hate to be so direct, guys, I really do, but I need to be completely honest with you. The one thing I suggest you do not do is delay. With RFK Jr.'s fluoride ban rapidly approaching, with our limited production capacity, and with our ingredient suppliers already warning us about potential shortages, I cannot guarantee this offer will be available if you leave this page and try to come back later. I can't. Please, in fact, I can't guarantee you'll be able to buy Dental Prime at all, and that's why I urge you not to wait if you're still on the fence. Remember, Dental Prime must do everything I said it would do and more. Help you maintain strong teeth and bones naturally, free you from sensitivity and dental anxiety, and give you the peace of mind that comes from choosing natural solutions. Or I insist you send back the bottles, even if they're empty, for a prompt and courteous refund. Because you're protected by our 365-day double shield guarantee, which means you can rest easy while you put this revolutionary product to the test. I want to offer you a sincere thank you for watching this presentation today. I really do. And congratulations for taking what I am confident will be a tremendous step forward in your natural dental health. If you're still on the fence, I'd like to ask you to do me one more small favor. Take a moment to imagine what will happen if you decide not to take action now. You might decide to keep looking around at various options. This decision-making process could drag on for weeks or even months. But while you're being thorough, carefully considering all your choices, your dental health will continue to climb. And when fluoride gets banned, you'll be scrambling along with everyone else to find solutions. Instead, now is your opportunity to be prepared, to have that freedom to enjoy whatever food you want, to smile confidently, to know you're protecting your teeth naturally. And with our 365-day double shield guarantee, there is absolutely no risk to trying this revolutionary protocol. The biggest difference Dental Prime can make is giving you peace of mind. Imagine never again having to worry about what's in your water, feeling judged for choosing natural solutions, or lying awake at night wondering if you made the right health choices. That's the real gift Dental Prime offers. Validation that your natural instincts were right all along. Please click on the button below to try Dental Prime for yourself right now. We guarantee you'll be satisfied or you don't pay. It's that simple. Thank you so much for watching. I'm honored to be trusted with your dental health needs, and I look forward to hearing your Dental Prime success story. Still here, I see. I don't blame you. We covered a lot on today's video, and I know you might have some questions. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some of the most common questions that we receive about Dental Prime. Okay, the first question is, how much Dental Prime should I order? All right, that's a great question, and the answer is different for everybody, but I highly recommend getting either the 3 or the 6 bottle package, which not only will get you significant savings on your order plus free shipping, but you'll have the peace of mind knowing you won't run out, especially with RFK Jr.'s fluoride ban on the horizon. With the current supply chain issues and expected surge in demand when fluoride is removed from public water, it's more important now than ever to make sure you have enough supply to last you. When can I expect to see results? Many people report noticeable reductions in tooth sensitivity within the first 14 days of using Dental Prime, but the most significant improvements in enamel strength typically occur after 60 to 90 days of consistent use. And this is because the microcrystalline hydroxyapatite complex needs time to properly remineralize your teeth from the inside out. Now remember, you're not just masking symptoms like fluoride does, you're actually rebuilding your tooth structure naturally. Everyone's body is different, but what I can promise is that Dental Prime will work for you, which is why we offer our industry-leading 365-day guarantee. What makes Dental Prime different from other calcium supplements? Great question. Regular calcium supplements typically contain calcium carbonate, which is poorly absorbed and doesn't specifically target your teeth. Dental Prime contains microcrystalline hydroxyapatite complex, the identical mineral compound that naturally makes up your tooth structure. Plus, our formula includes the crystal cofactors, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, magnesium, and zinc that ensure the calcium actually goes to your teeth and bones where it's needed and not to the soft tissues where it can cause a lot of problems. This precise mineral synergy is what makes Dental Prime so effective at strengthening teeth naturally. Is Dental Prime safe to take with other supplements or medications? Okay, Dental Prime contains only natural minerals that your body already needs and uses. However, as with any supplement, if you're currently taking prescription medications or you have a medical condition, we recommend consulting with your healthcare provider before you start. The ingredients in Dental Prime: vitamin D3, vitamin K2, hydroxyapatite, magnesium, zinc, and xylitol are well studied and generally considered safe. Will I be automatically billed again next month? No! We will never automatically subscribe you to any programs. This is a one-time investment and you can choose to opt out of our emails at any time. We are not going to bug you over and over. Is it safe to order online from your website? Yes. We use a 256-bit encrypted checkout form and a special SSL certificate to ensure all payment and personal information is kept 100% secure. How is Dental Prime manufactured? Dental Prime is manufactured in a GMP-certified facility in the United States. Every batch undergoes rigorous third-party testing for purity and potency. Our hydroxyapatite is sourced using a proprietary low-temperature process that preserves its natural crystalline structure, and our vitamin K2 is highly effective. It's the form that's shown to remain active in your bloodstream longer than any other forms. All right, I'm ready to order Dental Prime. What now? It's easy, guys. Just click on the 6-bottle package or whichever package is best for you below this video and place your order. The 6-bottle package is the most popular option by far because of the extra savings and because it ensures you'll have enough supply to see the most dramatic improvements in your dental health. But no matter which package you choose, the moment you place your order, we'll begin rushing Dental Prime out to you. Then, once you've received your order in a few short days from now, simply start taking 2 capsules each day with your morning meal. I'm confident that you'll be amazed how quickly your tooth sensitivity disappears and how much stronger your teeth feel. Plus, as I mentioned earlier, this is all covered by our 365-day double shield guarantee. So go ahead and select your package right now. That way you can try out Dental Prime for yourself risk-free. Order now while we still have stock, especially with the upcoming fluoride ban creating unprecedented demand. It's coming, guys. And we can't wait to hear how Dental Prime transforms your dental health forever.